Hey everybody, and welcome back to the channel. I am excited today to talk to you about Phantom Blade Zero. I imagine that you've already seen a little bit of content about it because this game is absolutely blowing up. I don't think I'm the only person that has had their mind blown by the gameplay in it so far. I mean, just when you look at it, it looks so cinematic. It looks as if I'm just watching a movie, to be honest. All the parries, all the different attacks, it's so immersive, it's so dynamic. Even just the way that the main protagonist can dodge a hit, it's surreal. He's dodging only an inch, and it's the minute details that make this gameplay and this trailer so fantastic, and I think it's really caught the attention of a lot of people. Cutscenes as well, absolutely beautiful. Obviously we all have kind of a high bar for graphics nowadays. It's meeting the bar. It's not, blowing my mind, but I don't necessarily think that it needs to in terms of that. What I personally am worried about in a game is the storyline as well. I love a main campaign. Sure, I'm still going to play the game online later, but I usually play these games for the campaigns. And this one seems to have what looks to be a fantastic storyline and therefore a fantastic campaign. According to the game developers, the game will be semi-open world, and it has a mechanic combat that's going to be similar to Elden Ring and Ghost of Tsushima and Sekiro, which all absolute bangers. I'm sure you're watching this video in part because you already are a fan of those games. So you're expecting some awesome combat from the game, but I don't want to get your hopes too high yet. The game developers also stated that they were using a special camera tool to record some of the cutscenes to make the trailer look even more cinematic, and it damn well did look cinematic. But this also means that a lot of the scenes we saw, or at least some of them in the trailer, are not going to look exactly like that when we're in the gameplay. This game is a sequel to Phantom Blade Executioners, which you likely have not heard of before, because it is a mobile game. It's going to be following the story of a swordsman named Soul, who has had his heart taken away from him. And you would think, how can you live like that? Well, we're dealing with a fantasy game, and in the meantime, he has had his problem, I guess, solved for 66 days by a makeshift healer. Now, when the 66 days runs out, he's dead. So he has to find the mastermind behind all of it before his time runs out. And along the way, he's going to fight a lot of other highly skilled warriors. That's what we're seeing in the trailer. It looks so epic, but also some big monsters. And for lack of a better word, they look absolutely monstrous and super cool as well. So I'm excited for that. If you're already intrigued and you want to dig deeper into the lore, learn a little bit more about the Phantom Blade series as a whole, well, you can find a lot of resources from the predecessor game, Phantom Blade Executioners. And there, of course, you're going to meet Soul again. You can learn a little bit more about him. But there's two other characters that are kind of main protagonists within that game that we're hoping we can see again in this one. I'm going to butcher their names, but we got Mu Zekyo and Zenshi. Anyway, that's the best I can really do for that. But I do recommend going out and checking that. It has a good amount of lore and a very exciting and intuitive story. To say the least, I am excited for the storyline here. I'm excited to play the campaign. According to the game developer, the main story alone is going to take around 30 to 40 hours of gameplay to get through, and it's going to have a ton of side quests available to enjoy, and I imagine we are absolutely going to need to play some of that because this looks pretty cool so far. It's also going to have post-game content that you can unlock after you beat the game, like multiplayer dungeons and boss rush mode. If you're excited for this game, but you're not a PS5 owner, don't even worry, it's not an issue because the company has announced that they want to make it available everywhere that they can. We don't know exactly what that's going to look like yet, but you can bet PC is going to be one of those options at the very least. Alright, let's talk expectations for this game, right? They're probably pretty high at this point. We mentioned already that there was a certain camera used to film some of the gameplay, so we might not get exactly what we're seeing in the trailer, and I just want to dig a little bit deeper into the company itself and see what exactly we should be expecting. S-Game, the company behind this series, does not have a long-standing track record in PC or console gaming at all, actually. They're mostly known for mobile games in which they've done quite well. That being said, this is either going to be a Cinderella story where this absolutely unknown company rockets to fame for Phantom Blade Zero, or we're going to see basically no change because the gameplay won't live up to our expectations. I do have to say, some good news though, is that the action director Kenji Tajinaki has worked with action stars such as Donnie Yen, whose name you probably recognize because he's been in some pretty great series. Perhaps you've seen Ip Man, it's a great series there. Or, if not, I would imagine you've seen John Wick 4, which he stars in. He's definitely a name that I think carries some weight when it comes to action cinematography, so I think that's a good association, to say the least. All of this, in my mind, is actually a good sign for the game, and I'm excited to get my hands on it in order to find out if it holds up to the hype. To sum up my thoughts, I have to say that the storyline is already engaging to me. I already want to know what's happening. The cutscenes are amazing, and if the gameplay does live up to the way it appears in the trailer, then we could have a future Game of the Year on our hands. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe so that it can be seen by more gaming fans just like you and me. Peace.
Knowing you have only 66 days to live. Just run away. It won't make any difference at the end of the day. You know better than anyone else that no one could escape.
Everyone wears a mask. You too. This is a real face.
He let you live? What secret did you sell him? Only a dead person can keep a secret. Going where? This damned place! You're suicidal! One last toast, and we're all done. Patience is the key, Master. Time is not on his side. All we have to do is wait. Yes. Let's kill him with time.
What's your plan? Knowing you have only 66 days to live.
Get my heart back.